What's up, everybody? This is Jay Spruill, Movies, Music, Sports, and Life. I'm going to try to keep this video down to 8 minutes long because what I just witnessed or what I just watched, I could probably run my mouth for about an hour based on just how it's a saying just called can't get right. Like P. Diddy is about as much as of can't get right as any human being on the face of this earth in terms of just how low he can go. And I'm gonna start off with two things. 50 Cent was the executive producer, and he has been called out by, I believe it was Dame Dash, and it was also someone else called him out and said that it was dead wrong for him to make this documentary. But you got to realize two things took place. The first thing was that Puffy had this thing called Rock the Vote way back in the day. And Rock the Vote was supposed to get black people in the inner city more aligned with the voting process and to register for vote. And they had Rock the Vote t-shirts and pins and all this kind of stuff. And 50, being a hood dude from Queens, he thought it was something for a good cause. And he said it took him like a year before he realized that Diddy was making a profit off of Rock the Vote. And all these celebrities who helped him out with that, Diddy was making a profit off of them and didn't break them off with any money. Outside of that, he tried to, I guess, take 50 out. He hit on him by saying we should go shopping sometimes. Y'all know he didn't like that. He jokes about that a lot. But I think the final straw was when Daphne, 50's second baby mama, when Daphne started messing with Diddy, 50 blamed Diddy more than Daphne because he's looking at it like, when she's coming at you, you know who she is to me. And even if we're not friends, there should be some type of code, that this is my baby mom. But Diddy just 100% was all in on that. He just loved to be able to say that I got 50's baby mama on my arm. So I think that was the final straw. So you always got to remember, you can't tell nobody how to react if somebody punch you in your nose. Y'all know I got that light skin KRS-One big nose. So somebody punch me in my nose, it's not going to end well for you. So that's why I try not to get punched in my nose so that people don't got to find out what's going to happen. But I say all that to say, before you say that he was dead wrong or whatever, just consider it from 50's standpoint, all these things that he went through. The woman on the thumbnail of my video, her name is Joy Dickerson Neal. And that album cover is from 1989. Now, I was in middle school, man. I was a baby in 89. It's like y'all think I'm old now. But, I didn't feel like I was old back then. I was a kid in 89. This is when the Jordan 4s was out. Jordan only had 4 shoes out in 89 when I was a kid. When the woman on the thumbnail of this video, she was bad. We didn't know who she was. She was just a fine chick on the album cover. So imagine how I felt as a grown man in my 40s now to realize that the little cutie on that album cover of Steady B and the song, Do You Wanna Go Steady. Man, that song was so cold. That young lady said that he sexually assaulted her. And the thing about it, Why would she do it for clout? You know what I'm saying? Why would she put herself out at this advanced age? She probably the same age as him, about 55, 56, 57. You know, you can still tell that she's cute, but yeah, she's not as dope as she was back then. She's just not casually just throwing that out there, man. Puff was having his way. Puff was having his way and wasn't nobody stopping him. So that just kind of messed my childhood up to know that that young lady went through that. So God bless you. I hope something comes out of the lawsuit for you. Two other things, and I'm gonna get out of here. I know it's gonna break a lot of records because I watched all four parts, but Lil Rod, the producer. So the homie said that he was waking up sore. And I'm like, what part of your body was sore, fam? It's like you can't be more obvious in terms of implying that you got sexually cavalted. Since they don't like us to say those words on YouTube anymore. Sexually cavalted. If you're saying that you waking up sore, you saying you drugged, and then you said, man, it's stuff I don't even want to get into. What you mean you don't want to get into it? You just basically said what you think that Diddy was doing. So I thought that was messed up. And the fact that you said that he only wanted to give you $29,000 for producing your album. Dude, what do they call the jets? The F-5s? Dude, the money that you pay your pilot in the F-5 jet, the private jet, the money you pay the pilot for 1 week and the fuel it costs to fuel up a F-5 jet, private jet for 1 week is probably more than what he offered to pay you for producing that album. So in other words, 29K, like that's like, in his mind, that's like brush my teeth money. Just the money that you pay for the private jet just for a week. He didn't want to give you that. Do you get more royalties? He probably get more royalties off the Benjamins in 1 month than the 29,000 he was offering you. So it's just bad that as black people, once we get into some money, we do our own people worse than the oppressors. Because eventually we got to stop saying we learned it from them. Because if you learn it from them, I mean, how long they got to teach you? It's like you doing it on your own and because you want to at some point. Like, you can talk about the negative influence of a colonizer if you want to, but eventually ain't no colonizer there to force you to treat Lil Rod like that. And then finally, the way he did Kalina from Dirty Money, it was so messed up because I don't think she got paid off. When she says that, when Dawn says that Diddy sexually corralted her, and she doesn't necessarily believe that is true only because she never saw anything like that when all three of them were together, I kind of believe her. The problem is, you needed money, you needed lawyer fees. You needed $5,000 to fight this case to get your son in custody. And he just said, I can't do nothing for you. Once again, 5,000 is even less than what I'm telling you he pays his private jet pilot and the money he pays for the fuel for the private jet. So I don't got nothing for you for the 5,000. But then when your sister slash band member says that you sexually corrupted her, now I'm calling your phone 54 times asking you to make a statement. And eventually she did make the statement. The question is, did he give her the money to help her in court? And that's why she made the statement. So it's just all messed up, man. Just Puffy is just, he's just the worst, man, you know, and there's really no other way that you can look at it. You can try to look at it a lot of different ways, but when you think about it, he's the worst. And 50 is petty, but you know, this man blew up Kid Cudi car and they dismissed that in court. Let me or you blow up somebody's Honda or somebody's Hyundai or somebody, help me think of another car, somebody's Kia. Let us blow up somebody's Kia and think we finna go to work next week. It's amazing what they let rich people get away with. Movies, music, sports, and life. We out.